There are certain moments of love in showbiz that make people do more than just watch. They make us want to believe that true love can shine through a glance, a smile, or even the gentlest touch. When it comes to Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng, many fans still vividly remember the scene where they shared a kiss on screen. But what stands out is not just a kiss, it's how it made hearts flutter. As if viewers were witnessing a real piece of affection slipping beyond the lens. Someone once wrote, "The most beautiful kind of love is the one that makes you forget it's only acting." And indeed, with Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng, audiences found a sweetness wrapped in mystery. Was it purely the power of performance, or was there something more hidden behind it? In today's video, we'll step into that very world, where a kiss is never just a scene, but the spark that ignites endless discussions, speculations, and lingering emotions. Stay with us until the end, because you might discover that love in showbiz can sometimes feel even more genuine than we imagine. Wishing you a joyful and inspiring day. There are certain on-screen kisses that fade quickly after the credits roll. And then there are those that etch themselves into the cultural memory, the kind that fans replay, dissect, and treasure long after the drama ends. The kiss scene between Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng belongs firmly in the latter category. It wasn't just about two actors performing a scripted moment. It was about timing, chemistry, and a rare spark that elevated a simple gesture into something unforgettable. From the moment the camera closed in, audiences could feel the tension build. Bai Lu, known for her radiant yet natural charm, leaned into the scene with an authenticity that caught many by surprise. Her eyes softened, her movements slowed, and every detail seemed carefully attuned to Joseph Zeng's presence. In turn, Joseph, who has often been praised for his subtle expressiveness, responded with a restraint that made the moment feel even more tender. It was a kiss that wasn't rushed, wasn't overly dramatized, but lingered just long enough to blur the line between fiction and reality. And it is in that very blur where the fascination lies. Fans immediately took to social media, flooding platforms with GIFs, edits, and heartfelt comments. Many claimed they felt a kind of real intimacy that couldn't simply be chalked up to good acting. They looked like they forgot the cameras, one fan wrote, while another added, "That wasn't just a kiss, that was a confession." Such reactions speak volumes about how deeply the moment resonated, not just as a piece of storytelling, but as a shared emotional experience. As an entertainment writer who has watched countless on-screen romances come and go, I can say this, with conviction: what made this kiss stand out was not the mechanics, but the sincerity. There was a quietness to it, almost as though the world outside the two of them ceased to exist. Unlike some manufactured kisses in dramas that scream fan serviced, this one whispered instead, drawing the audience in closer, making them hold their breath. The ripple effect was immediate. Headlines across entertainment portals praised the scene, dubbing it the most heart-fluttering kiss of the year. Critics noted how it elevated the emotional stakes of the drama, giving depth to the characters' relationship in a way that words alone could not. Even casual viewers, those who may not have been loyal fans of either Bai Lu or Joseph Zeng, admitted that the moment caught them off guard, pulling them into the story in an almost involuntary way. But beyond the drama itself, the kiss became a point of speculation. Was it all just acting? Or was there something more? Such questions are inevitable whenever two stars display that level of chemistry, and while it is unfair to project personal lives onto professional work, it is also undeniable that audiences crave the what-if. The fact that Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng seemed comfortable with each other both on and off camera only added fuel to the fire. Interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, and casual interactions between the two became subject to microscopic analysis by fans eager to decode every smile and every glance. In the broader landscape of Chinese entertainment, where public image is carefully curated and on-screen affection often feels restrained, moments like this kiss stand out precisely because they dare to feel real. They remind audiences why they fall in love with romance dramas in the first place, not just for the storylines but for those fleeting glimpses of vulnerability and connection that feel like windows into something genuine. And perhaps that's why the Bai Lu Joseph Zeng kiss has lingered so strongly in public memory. It wasn't just a scene in a drama. It was a cultural spark, a shared heartbeat among millions of viewers who, for a few seconds, believed in the possibility of something more. In an industry often criticized for superficiality, this moment was a rare reminder that authenticity, even if fleeting, has the power to captivate like nothing else. If the kiss itself was a spark, then the aftermath was a wildfire. Within hours of the episode airing, hashtags featuring Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng shot up the trending charts on Weibo. Clips of the kiss circulated across platforms, drawing millions of views and spawning countless edits with romantic background music added by fans who simply couldn't get enough. It was no longer just a drama scene, it had become a phenomenon. Fan reactions, from excitement to speculation, fans are the heartbeat of any on-screen couple. And in this case, their passion was undeniable. The kiss scene was met with a tidal wave of excitement, with comments ranging from "this is the chemistry I've been waiting for" to "please, someone tell me they're dating in real life." For many, it was more than just a sweet moment. It was the confirmation they needed that Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng were the perfect pairing. Fan art began popping up almost overnight, portraying the two stars in dreamy, romantic settings. Some even went as far as creating fictional stories and fanfics inspired by that single kiss. The sense of community it fostered among fans was remarkable. People connected across different countries and languages, united by their shared obsession with this on-screen couple. Media coverage, headlines, and analysis. The media, of course, was quick to capitalize on the wave of buzz. Entertainment outlets published glowing reviews of the kiss, with headlines like "Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng deliver the most authentic on-screen romance of the year," and "when acting crosses the line into reality." Critics praised the scene for its natural pacing and for the way it deepened the narrative of the drama. While gossip columns couldn't resist probing into whether the sparks on screen hinted at something off-screen, some journalists highlighted the fact that both actors had been relatively private about their personal lives, which only fueled more intrigue. The kiss became a reference point in talk shows, variety programs, and online debates, with industry insiders weighing in on whether this was simply exceptional acting or a glimpse into something real. Impact on their public image. For Bai Lu, the kiss reinforced her reputation as one of the most captivating actresses of her generation. Already known for her ability to blend sweetness with emotional depth, this moment pushed her further into the spotlight as an icon of romance dramas. It showed a maturity in her craft, proving that she could carry intimate scenes without slipping into clichés. For Joseph Zeng, the scene was a turning point. While he had always been appreciated for his looks and charm, the kiss elevated him into a leading man status. Fans began to see him not just as a charismatic presence, but as someone capable of delivering layered, heartfelt performances that left a lasting impact. His chemistry with Bai Lu gave his career a noticeable boost, opening the door to new opportunities and solidifying his place in the public eye. The what-if factor, and then, of course, came the speculation. Fans dissected behind-the-scenes clips frame by frame, pointing out moments where Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng exchanged glances or laughed together between takes. Was it just professionalism, or something more? The what-if factor became the fuel that kept the conversation alive. Interestingly, neither Bai Lu nor Joseph Zeng rushed to dismiss the rumors. Instead, they allowed the ambiguity to linger, a clever, perhaps intentional move that kept audiences hooked. In the entertainment industry, mystery can be just as powerful as clarity, and in this case, it only amplified their allure as a pair, a cultural moment ultimately. The Bai Lu Joseph Zeng kiss transcended its role in the drama. It became a cultural talking point, one of those moments where fiction and reality blend just enough to leave audiences dreaming. It reminded viewers why they fall in love with romance dramas, for that intoxicating mix of storytelling and authenticity, for those seconds where the screen disappears and you're left with nothing but emotion. And in the whirlwind of reactions, headlines, and endless replays, one thing was clear: this kiss was no ordinary scene. It was a milestone, both for the drama itself and for the careers of Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng. A moment that secured their place in the pantheon of unforgettable on-screen couples. The beauty of a single moment in entertainment is that it can ripple far beyond its original context. The Bai Lu Joseph Zeng kiss is a perfect example of how one scene can influence careers, reshape fan culture, and even set a new standard for romance dramas in the industry. What seemed like a fleeting moment on screen ultimately became a cornerstone of their identities as stars, and its impact continues to unfold, shaping fan culture first and foremost. The kiss gave birth to a dedicated subculture of fans who began to treat Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng as more than just colleagues. Fan clubs expanded, new online communities formed, and conversations often revolved around what's next for this duo. Whenever the two were spotted at the same event, or even mentioned each other in interviews, fans would immediately connect it back to that one iconic kiss. This fan culture wasn't just about admiration, it was about storytelling. Fans created narratives, built theories, and added layers of meaning to every gesture and glance. It's a phenomenon we've seen with other beloved on-screen couples. But Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng's case stood out because of how naturally their chemistry translated both on and off the screen. Influence on the industry. The entertainment industry is quick to learn from what resonates with audiences. After the buzz surrounding the kiss, producers and directors started to pay closer attention to the kind of organic chemistry that Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng embodied. It wasn't about forcing grandiose, overly dramatic kisses anymore. It was about crafting moments that felt authentic. In many ways, this scene set a new benchmark. Viewers began demanding more from romance dramas, not just physical gestures, but emotional depth. Casting decisions also began to reflect this shift, with more emphasis on pairing actors who could convincingly carry intimate, vulnerable moments, rather than simply looking good together. Career trajectories of Bai Lu and Joseph Zeng. For Bai Lu, the kiss cemented her status as a queen of romance dramas. While she was already admired for her talent and beauty, this moment added a layer of relatability and depth. She was no longer just an actress playing a role. She became a symbol of love stories that felt real. This gave her an edge in an increasingly competitive industry, making her the go-to actress for roles that required emotional authenticity. Joseph Zeng, meanwhile, gained newfound credibility as a romantic lead. Prior to this, he was often seen as charming and handsome but hadn't fully broken through the wall that separated rising actors from established stars. The kiss served as his breakthrough, proving he could hold his own in high-stakes, emotionally charged scenes. It paved the way for him to be considered in bigger projects, elevating his career in ways that few could have predicted. Lasting legacy in the audience's memory. Perhaps the most profound impact of the kiss is its place in the collective memory of viewers. Years from now, when fans look back at their favorite drama moments, this one will remain at the top of the list. It's the kind of scene that gets referenced again and again in fan discussions, retrospectives, and even industry award highlights. Legacy of such a moment is not about the immediate buzz, though that was immense, but about how it lingers, even after new dramas are released and new couples capture the spotlight. The Bai Lu Joseph Zeng kiss will continue to stand as a gold standard of on-screen chemistry, a story beyond the screen in the end. What makes this kiss so remarkable is not just the act itself, but everything it inspired. It blurred the lines between fiction and reality, sparked imagination in millions of fans, and carved a permanent place in the careers of two talented actors. In a world where dramas come and go, this was more than just another scripted moment. It was a story in itself, one that audiences are still telling, interpreting, and celebrating. And maybe that's the true magic of it all, a reminder that sometimes, in the midst of bright lights and carefully staged cameras, we get glimpses of something that feels undeniably real.